Hello. Okay, welcome back. So we go to another second subtopic for the chapter 1, which is 1.2, meristematic tissue and growth. Are you ready? Okay, so 1.2, meristematic tissue and growth. So if you remember in chapter 1, subtopic 1.1 means that the previous video, okay, we learned about the plant tissue. So plant tissue can be divided into two, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. So for this subtopic, we focus more on the first type of the plant tissue, which is meristematic tissue. Okay, and also the growth of the plants. So the first learning standard, okay, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify the parts of the tissue involved in growth. Okay, why meristematic tissue? Okay, meristematic tissue, okay, is the tissue that responsible for the plants to grow. Okay, so before we go detail about meristematic tissue, we need to bear in mind that how the plant grow. Okay, the plant grow, it will grow upwards. Okay, the shoot will grow upward ke atas, and also the root will go downwards pergi ke bawah. Itu je ke? Tak, ada lagi, which is the diameter for the plants will grow and grow and grow laterally. Maksudnya dia akan gemuk, gemuk, gemuk dan gemuk. Okay, which is the side by side dia akan grow. Okay, so remember, okay, cuba kita ingat balik. We recall back. Meristematic tissue, dia ada apa? Okay, it has the apical meristem, which is the shoot yang ini, and the root. Okay, dekat bawah lah. Okay, and the second meristem under meristematic tissue is lateral meristem, which is bahagian stem. Okay, bahagian di tengah-tengah sini. Okay, so okay, so we go to the diagram. These are example, okay, for the diagram for the shoot and for the root. Okay, shoot apical meristem, and this one dekat bahagian root is root apical meristem. Okay, so for the lateral, like say kita ambil stem ni, kita potong, so we can observe, okay, the lateral meristem consists of, dalam ni dia ada cork cambium dengan vascular cambium. So in previous class, okay, you learn about cambium. So for this topic, okay, you are going to learn what this cambium do for the plants to grow. Okay, so kita fokus dulu kepada for the first one, apical meristem. Baik, dalam buku rampaian, jangan dengar saja, dalam buku rampaian, okay, you tulis index 1.2 meristematic tissue and growth. And then you draw these three map. Meristematic tissue, you draw ada dua, apical and lateral. Draw ni dulu. Okay, dah? Okay, kita akan pergi kepada next slide. Alright, for the apical. Ingat, apical dia ialah shoot and root. Okay, so apical meristematic tissue, let's say we cut and then kita tengok under the microscope, yang ini yang kita akan nampak. Okay, yang mana merah ni apa? Is it the nucleus? Kenapa besar sangat? Okay, ingat tak saya bagi tahu hari tu, M for meristematic, M also for another M, not McDonald, is mitosis. Okay, so alright, okay, at meristematic tissue, okay, at meristematic tissue, it composed of undifferentiated cell. So the cell still not undifferentiated, means that dia ialah cell yang basic. Dia tak ada lagi cell, xylem cell, phloem cell, no. All same cell. Okay. And yes, it actively divide by mitosis. So maksudnya mitosis ni berlaku actively. Okay. For what? For the growth of plant. Ingat, kalau pokok tu, remember for the plants which is grow upwards or downwards, the shoot and root, the name for the growth is primary growth. Boleh ingat? Okey, ini ialah pada apical meristem. So tadi saya dah minta you buat dalam bentuk tree map under apical meristem, you tambah sikit these three information. Okay, composed of undifferentiated cell, and then dia ada actively mitosis, and the function for the apical is for the primary growth. Done. Okay, seterusnya, slide yang seterusnya kita akan pergi for the second type for the meristematic tissue. Apa dia? Lateral meristem. So lateral dekat mana? Bahagian stem. Okay, which is, okay, this is the diagram. Kalau kita potong the cross section, let's say we cut and then we observe the cross section. Okay, this one, yang warna kuning dekat bahagian luar sikit ni, okay, is cork cambium. And yang bahagian tengah ni is vascular cambium. Okay, so for the cambium, okay, cambium, remember, cambium adalah dia akan divide. Okay, it will divide between the inner part and outer part of the cell. So, apa inner and outer part kita akan tengok. Okay, so for the vascular cambium, okay, dia akan form the secondary xylem and phloem. And for the cork cambium, the function is to form peridome. Okay, so tulis sikit under lateral meristem tadi yang my tree map tu ada dua cambium, okay, vascular function dia to form secondary xylem and phloem, for the cork cambium to form peridome. Okay, done. Okay, so settle the first learning standard. Okay, we go to second learning standard. Okay, dalam buku rampaian dah settle the tree map tu. Okay, you buat dekat bahagian bawah sikit. Okay, buatlah dalam 10 line, 10 line like that. I want you to draw the zone of plants. Okay, zone apa yang ada dalam plants ni. Okay, I want you to draw. Okay, saya nak you lukis. Okay, this one. This is the shoot. Okay, lukislah. Lukis simple saja. Okay, shoot. On top here, the tip of the shoot, there is a zone known as zone of cell division. Kalau you tengok root pun sama sebenarnya, tapi root dekat bawah. So, maksudnya hujung sekali is a zone of cell division. Habis tu teacher ni apa? Okay, ini adalah root cap. The helmet for the root. Okay, the root cap. Okay, so ini bukan zone of cell division. Ini adalah root cap. For the shoot, there is no root cap. There is no shoot cap. Okay, for the root, yes, it has the root cap. Okay, so this is the zone of cell division. Zone of cell division. And then followed by zone of elongation. After zone of elongation, okay, the shoot and root has the third zone, which is zone of differentiation. So basically, it has three zones. Division, sorry, elongation, differentiation. Okay. Okay, so we go to the root tip. Okay, kita pergi kepada root tip. Kita go one by one lah. Alright, for the root tip ada berapa tadi? 3 zone. There are 3 zone. What are the 3 zone? Cell division, zone of cell division, zone of elongation, zone of differentiation. So, katakanlah gambar dia lebih kurang macam ni lah. Kalau the real diagram. Tapi, macam mana nak lukis? Okay, lebih kurang macam ni. Kalau dalam lukisan. Okay, in the drawing, it look like this. Okay, I want you to please pay 1000% of attention here. Okay, tengok. Awak tengok kat sini. Okay, this is the root. Okay, so hujung sini adalah root cap. Okay, sekarang kita tengok. dekat sini, under the zone of cell division, okay, you tengok, the square, the size of the square tu kecil kan? Dia masih lagi dalam bentuk square. Tapi you tengok, pergi kepada zone of elongation, suddenly the square become rectangle. Nampak tak? This is rectangle. Rectangle tu dia jadi panjang sikit. Okay, and then so the zone for the cell division, okay, dia ada nampak yang darker color here dekat sini. Ini zone A, ini ialah sel apa? Nanti kita akan tengok. Okay, we will go to this zone first. Zone of cell division, okay, dekat sini ada root apical meristem. Kalau you tengok dalam under microscope, this is what you are going to observe. Ada banyak nukleus-nukleus yang besar-besar dan sedang membuat proses mitosis. So, means that this cell is actively dividing cell. And the cell just divide. Dia tak buat differentiation. Kerja dia dividing saja. Okay, so kalau divide, you learn mitosis in form 4. One cell divide, undergo mitosis, it become berapa cell? 4 cell. And each of the 4 divide another mitosis. So the number of cell will increase. Boleh? So, the zone of the cell division just now, okay, it will be protected by the root cap. Okay, root cap. So, kita tengok. Okay, tadi kan saya dah minta you tulis, lukis sikit pasal gambar zone of cell division ni, so yang tadi tu. So, saya nak you bahagian bawah dia. Okay, tadi gambar yang atas tu biarkan. Lukis dekat bawah tu pula. Okay, lukis. Okay, lukis, jangan lukis kat tengah, lukis tepi sikit. Okay, you want zone of cell division, and then you draw this cell with label. Zone of cell division. Okay, and then you draw this cell with label. So, the cell for the zone cell division, it has a very thin cell wall. Then the nucleus dia besar. And dia no cytoplasm. No vacuole. Okay, it has cytoplasm. Okay, seterusnya. Dah lukis ni? Okay. Pergi kepada the second zone, which is elongation. So, elongation, which is the cell from the zone division tadi tu, cell division tu, okay, dia akan grow up. Dia akan elongate. Dia akan panjang. So, tadi kan saya turun lukis sel tadi. Sekarang ni, awak buat satu arrow. Okay, arrow. Okay, menunjukkan zone of elongation. So, sel tadi yang pada zone of cell division tu, dia grow jadi elongation. It will go to the zone of elongation. So, you lukis yang ni. Okay, I don't know how, macam mana you nak interpret the notes, but nanti dekat sekolah, saya akan semak buku rampayan. Okay, this is your homework. Alright. So, kena lukis apa ni? Lukis semua ni, tapi you notice or not? Dia dah ada warna biru ini. Biru ni bukan kolam. This is vacuole. Okay, so, alright, the cells start to enlarge, and then they enlarge. How it enlarge? By taking in water. So, absorb water by osmosis, and then it start to forming the small vacuole. So, the small vacuoles start to form. Alright, so label your diagram. Okay, the small vacuoles start to form. So, yang tadi tu, you tengok balik your drawing. The cell division, there is no vacuole. Okay, because it's keep busy dividing. The mitosis. Sibuk dengan mitosis. After that, cell elongation. The cells start to absorb water. So, they akan forming small vacuole. Okay, done. Okay, selepas ni nanti kita akan pergi pula kepada gambar yang seterusnya. Tapi kita tengok. Okay, elongation of cell Okay, yang ni tak payah salin, dengar saja. Okay, it will push the root go downwards, shoot upwards. Okay. Seterusnya, zone yang ketiga, zone of cell differentiation. Okay, nampak dia naik atas tu. Gambar yang tadi tu, yang you lukis sel tadi tu, you continue buat arrow, tulis tajuk atas dia, zone of cell differentiation, then you draw. Okay, make sure, okay, dia punya size tu lebih besar lah, lebih panjang. Okay, and make sure the vacuole, the small vacuole just now in the cell of elongation already combined to become large central vacuole. So you draw. Okay, large central vacuole. So the small vacuole fuse to form large central vacuole, which is known as process vacuolation. Vacuolation. Okay, you write down. And then the cell walls start to become thicker and more rigid. So, kata dekat sini ada differentiation. Sabarlah, kita suruh lukis dulu. Dah siap lukis belum? Okay, kalau dah siap lukis, saya pergi next slide. Okay, so in this zone, alright, the cells start to differentiate to perform the specific function. There is some cell will become the xylem vessel, ada yang jadi sieve tube, ada yang jadi guts, ada yang jadi root hair cell. Okay, so cerita dekat tadi tu cerita tentang root. Shoot sama je. Sama sahaja apa yang kita cerita tadi. Cuma dia terbaliklah, dia akan naik ke atas. Okay, for the shoot, okay, dia akan membentuk adalah young leaf. Boleh? Okay, habis second learning standard. Alright. Kita pergi kepada the third learning standards. Okay, yang ini sebenarnya, okay, kita kena buat eksperimen. So, kita kena tanam jagung dan kita dapatkan akar dia. Lepas tu, kita, alright, we identify. So, kita ambil root for the seed radical. Okay, kita potong nipis-nipis. We are going to observe the zone in the root, in the seed radical. So, kalau microscope elok, function very well like microscope, you are able to see the cell doing mitosis. Tapi selalunya tak nampak. So, to overcome that, saya dah tunjukkan gambar dekat sini. Okay, next. Okay, next, the fourth learning standard, cerita tentang growth. Okay. Buku rampaian tu, muka surat sebelah. Jangan continue. Saya nak you buat muka surat sebelah. New page. Okay, tulis dekat situ tajuk growth in plants. Okay, dia ada primary growth and secondary growth. So, the title for the next page tu dalam buku rampaian, okay, growth in plant, okay, in bracket, primary and secondary growth. Bukan primary school, bukan secondary school. Okay? Alright, ready? Oh. Baik, kita pergi kepada gambar ni. Lukis ke? Ya, lukis. Very simple. Jangan lukis detail sangat. Lukis simple je. Okay, lukis pokok, ada sikit daun, ada akar sikit. Cukup. So, the plant has shoot, lateral and root. Baik, for the growth. The first growth. Primary growth. Okay, primary growth berlaku dekat mana? It happen in which part of the plants? Okay, it occur, okay, in the stem and also in the root. Okay, it will increase the length for the stem, for the shoot. Okay, the stem, shoot and root. Maknanya dia akan going upwards, downwards. So, itu adalah primary growth. Okay. Secondary growth. Okay. Dia berlaku which is the diameter of the plant increase. Okay, it increase in the girths of plants. Okay, for the primary growth, okay, it's because of the apical meristem activity, which is mitosis. So, mitosis tu berlaku, so sel banyak, so dia akan bertambah panjang, tinggi. Kalau secondary ni, okay, it happen because of the lateral meristem pun buat mitosis juga. Nanti kita akan tengok. Tapi dia divide side by side, ke tepi. Okay. Manusia ada secondary growth tak? Wah, kalau ada, you bayangkan. Form 1 you kurus sikit. Form 2 you makin gemuk. Form 3 makin gemuk. Wah, kalau macam tu saya lagi gemuk daripada you lah. Okay, nasib baik kita tak ada secondary growth. The diameter of our body is not increased. Okay. So, for the secondary growth. Okay, primary growth tu. Okay, primary growth tu kita dah cerita banyak dalam zone of elongation division tu. Okay, sekarang ni for the secondary growth. Okay, this, okay, is the, let's say this is the cross section of the stem and also the roots. Ingat, stem and root tu dia akan grow diameter. Okay, the diameter will grow. So, lukis sikit. Today secondary growth, lukis yang ini. Okay, lukis. Baik, dah lukis. Guna pensel tau, bukan guna pen. Okay, epidermis. Kita belajar the tissue, epidermis, and then dia ada ground tissue ataupun lebih detail, lebih spesifik, it has the cortex, and then adanya this color for the ring, for the orange color is the vascular cambium, and then dia ada xylem, the red color, blue phloem. Tapi before this, you just learn xylem phloem. So, sekarang ni, bear in mind, we need to differentiate the xylem ada primary and secondary. So, mula-mula dia ialah primary xylem, primary phloem. So, what happened? Okay, dah lukis tadi kan? Okay, vascular cambium tu, you tarik sikit. Dia punya garisan tu untuk tambah note sikit. Okay, for the vascular cambium, okay, it's okay, vascular cambium is the lateral meristem that we found between the xylem and phloem. Yang ni lah dia punya ring ni. So, apa terjadi dekat vascular cambium ni? Okay, yang ini baru salin. This vascular cambium, selain dia divide between the xylem and phloem, okay, the new cell, okay, will differentiate into the secondary xylem and secondary phloem. Maksudnya, vascular cambium ni dia akan bahagikan xylem and phloem. And dia akan jadi juga starting point for the new cell to become, to develop, to differentiate, to become secondary xylem, secondary phloem. Tak faham lah teacher, sabar. Nanti kita akan tengok gambar. You tulis dulu. Vascular cambium, okay, dia responsible for the new cell differentiate into the secondary xylem and secondary phloem. Okay. Tengok. Macam mana dia growth? Okay, gambar yang tadi you lukis, you tambah sikit arrow. This is the direction of the growth for the secondary growth. Xylem, dia akan push inwards. Phloem, push outwards. Okay. So, you tengok. Dia akan, nampak tak? Ada light color for the blue, light color for the red. Because of this, the thickness will increase. The thickness of the stem will increase. Okay. So, it start to develop secondary xylem yang warna light red. Okay, which is it will push inwards and become wood. So yang biru ni, yang biru pekat ni ialah primary phloem. So yang biru cair ni is a secondary phloem. It will grow outwards. So it will push outwards. Because of this, pushing inward, pushing outwards, so this will lead to the increase in thickness. Boleh? So, vascular cambium ni lah yang tadi dia akan start. Okay, dia yang macam sel-sel dekat situ, dia starting secondary xylem dengan secondary phloem tu, dia akan start to differentiate starting from the vascular cambium. Okay, so that process, okay, the development of the new secondary xylem, new secondary phloem tu, it will continue many years, and it will form this. What is this? Okay, the line here, ini line ini adalah annual ring. Okay, boleh? So, macam mana orang nak tentukan age of the plant, umur pokok tu? Guna annual ring lah. Okay, dia akan count the annual ring. Tapi yang tengah ni jangan kira. Dia belum start lagi. This is the pit. Okay, so dia start. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boleh? Tengok gambar ni. Macam ni. You fokus dulu dekat bahagian atas. Okay, fokus dulu. Jangan salin apa-apa, fokus dulu. You tengok. This one. Ada orange, ada merah, ada biru, ada cream color. Cream color here, blue, red, orange, and cream color. Okay. So, blue color outer part. So, blue color yang paling luar ialah epidermis. Okay, epidermis. And then, tengah sikit tu ialah cortex. Kemudian, the orange color here is the phloem. Tapi, phloem apa? Primary phloem. The red ring here is the vascular cambium. And the blue here, vascular cambium, will divide between the primary phloem and the blue is primary xylem. So, you tengok. Masa macam ni, semua primary, pokok tu dia macam sangat muda. Warna hijau, very young. Betul tak? Okay. Tapi you tengok bawah sikit. Oh, dia dah start ada coklat sikit. Dia dah start make the wood. The wood is start to form. Batang pokok tu jadi keras, ada kayu. Okay. Okay, kita tengok. The secondary growth occur. So, the growth for the secondary phloem and secondary xylem and secondary phloem start to occur. Okay, so nampak tak ada light blue, light orange. This is the secondary xylem and phloem. Okay, and the epidermis, okay, start to develop the cork cambium. Okay, the cork and also the cork cambium, the blue color line here. Okay, secondary phloem, secondary xylem, the light, okay, and this is the growth. Okay, inwards and push outwards. Okay, so dia dah start grow. Okay, the size of the diameter also start to increase. Okay, you compare this one and this one. The size is increased. And then next we go bawah lagi. Okay, as you can see, nampak tak? Ada dua pula ni. Okay, the new secondary xylem develop. the new secondary phloem develop. So the size of diameter will increase, and increase. Boleh? Okay. So, you nampak pokok ni kecil. Mula-mula batang dia dekat bawah tu makin besar. Alright. Okay. Habis fourth learning standard. We go to the fifth learning standard. Alright. Necessity. Apa yang bagusnya? What is the important for the primary growth and secondary growth in the plant? Tengok. Okay. Primary growth. Why is the important? Alright. Allow the shoot to grow taller. So, can get more sunlight. When more sunlight, can do more photosynthesis. For the root, can go deeper, so can get water, so can do photosynthesis. And also for the support. Okay. For the secondary growth, what is the necessity? Okay. It will give the mechanical support since that the size of the diameter start to increase and more xylem and more phloem. Okay, the secondary xylem, secondary phloem will be produced, so it will increase the transportation system of water and also organic substance in the plants. Okay, and also, alright, the cork cambium, the harder part yang warna coklat tu, okay, can protect the stem, okay, for the plants. Alright. Next learning standards, you need to do comparison between the primary growth and secondary growth. Alah, yang ini macam nak bagi you buat homework je. Okay, so this will be the homework. What I want you to do is, alright, please draw a table, okay, to write down the similarities and also the differences between the primary growth and secondary growth. Okay? Boleh? So, yang ini you buat dalam buku rampaian. Okay? Write down also index. Yang ini index baru. Tulis index baru. Comparison between primary growth and secondary growth. So, you buat satu table. The similarities, apa dia? Differences, apa dia? Later on, in class, we discuss. Okay? Alright, you buat dulu. Lepas ni, kita tengok kepada, this will be your homework lah, for this slide. Okay. Okay, so, this will be your homework. Kita akan jumpa dalam kelas. Alright, so that's all. Thank you. Bye.